What's better than one millionaire? Two. What's better than one millionaire? Two. Especially if it's a woman and a dude that have kids, maybe a few, coming together, sticking together like glue. Money don't impress an independent chick. That's what they say. I mean, that's what a lot of independent women say. Now, the money don't impress them. But what's the main motive of the independent chick that makes her feel independent so much? Money. You take that money from that independent chick, I bet she won't be looking down on men like, I don't need you, you're nobody. I guarantee. It's the money in America that got the women feeling like men ain't nothing. That's why a lot of times when a woman does have money, she chooses to be a female player, or she chooses not to love men and all this other shit. But how can money not impress independent women when independent women main motive is to get money? That's the main reason why they think and say they're independent. They don't say because I can change a tire. They don't say because I can go out and look in the shed because I heard somebody in the shed. They don't say because I can protect myself if a man's trying to attack me. No. The main thing they say when they say that I'm independent is I can pay my own shit. But there's more to being independent than buying shit. I hope y'all know that. There's more to being independent than just buying shit. Again, most women say I'm independent. But when they say that, they're not talking about fixing their car. They're not talking about going and milking a cow. They're not talking about the people who created electric and have us been able to use electric. They're not talking about building buildings, construction and all that. The main reason why they say it is because of money. But my thing is this. I have no problem with a woman saying I don't want a man's money. That's because if a man has money, that's the type of woman he should be looking for. That's the type of woman you should be looking for if you have money. This is the issue with these athletes. They have money, but they don't look for women who are so-called independent. That's not my issue. My issue is, why would a woman work so hard to be independent and have her own money and not care if a man is not on his shit? That don't make sense to me. No matter how you slice it, an independent woman, the more independent a woman should be, the more she should look for a man that is independent. It makes no sense to me how they always try to make it seem like I don't need a man. I don't understand it. It's like they're in competition with men. I bet your future kids care if how well off they are. You might not care about what that man's pockets is, but I bet you your future kids will, because their life is going to depend on it. Why? I get it. Women want to be independent. I pay my own bills and stuff. Okay, fine. But then on the flip side, why do you deal with bums? You cannot convince me that an independent woman, for the most part, is okay with building up all this so-called I don't need a man shit, and then I'm going to just go pick a bum and let him take this from me. Because a man is only doing one or two things. Either he's adding or he's taking away. So what is he there for? Explain to me. Independent women, explain to me why you don't need a man that doesn't have money. You might not want his money, but he still needs it. If not, then you're dealing with somebody that's taking from you. Make it make sense. Either you want to be Beyonce, right? Or you want to be one of these NFL athletes getting took by these girls, but you're the female version of it. Which one do you want? That's why I'm so much against it. I'm not against the woman paying her own bills and stuff, because I just said the more money a man has, the more he should look for a woman that wants to help a man and help herself. I even made a video on that. A woman who really likes you will help you carry the bricks. But my thing is, you're not convincing me. I mean, maybe there are some independent women that are stupid enough to not care if a man has his own money. That don't make sense to me. How can that not oppress you? Even, guess what? The reason why they say this, I'm just going to break it down. The reason why they say this is because I'm not a broke bitch, so that doesn't oppress me. That's what basically they're saying. But guess what? A lot of women are broke because they wasn't impressed by a man's money or didn't care about a man's money. So it's not always a broke woman needs a man's money. A lot of broke women out here dating women, or a lot of broke women out here dating men with no money. And that's why she's broke. I'm going to say that again because I don't think a lot of independent women hear this shit. Because they think every broke woman on earth wants a man with money. That's not true. I see a lot of broke women who date bums. I see a lot of broke women who date bums because it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. You're not the first woman who said this shit. You just gave me a topic. This is what I always do. Everybody on my YouTube page and Facebook page knows I find a topic. Oh, that's a good topic. And then I go in on it. That's exactly how I do it. It's nothing personal. That's just how I do it. People give me a good topic and I go in on it. It's a lot of independent women who think this way. I don't need a man. Well, your future kids need a man. Your son need a man. It ain't all about you. What about the kid what about the person you have? What about the kid that you have from the guy? You know how many women in history say, I don't need a man? Now look, they ain't got no dad. I bet that little boy ain't saying that shit. Daddy, where's my mom at? Why we live so poor? Heard you crying late night through the bedroom door. It ain't all about you. And like I said, the more money an independent woman got, the more she should care if a man got money or not, or get ran through the cleaners like the rest of these dudes. And like I said before, a lot of times, all I hear when I hear this I'm independent shit, I don't hear nothing about changing no tire. I don't hear nothing about you going to that dark ass shed because you heard something. I don't hear about you protecting yourself from grown ass men. I don't hear none of that. All I hear is I pay my bills. Well, guess what? That's called being an adult. That's called being an adult. It's great that you want to be an independent woman and not depend on a man, because you really shouldn't. But on the flip side, why the fuck would you not care if the man is not stable? That don't make sense. That's why I don't believe it when I hear it. You can't convince me a woman who's about her money is going to be like, I don't care about I'm about my money, but I don't care if he's a bum or not. I'm not buying that. I'm sorry. I will believe that there's women out there that don't get with a man just because he has money. But the man that she likes, she gonna care if he has some money. You're not making me believe that she don't. I'm not buying that. So therefore, obviously, the man on his shit does have to add some excitement to you, because you like that. Like, I like how he's doing that. Or do you just date losers? Which one is it, independent women? Do you date losers, or is there some type of excitement that you get from a man on his shit? Explain, I'm waiting. Because I'm tired of the nitpicking, and I'm tired of the game. Explain to me. And y'all lying to men at that. At that, you're not blatantly doing it, or you're not purposely doing it, but you're doing it, and you don't realize it. And little girls see this shit. Well, it don't matter if a man got money or not. I go get pregnant by a bum. This is exactly what the little girls think. Because y'all not telling them the real. It's okay. Don't live off of a man and get your own money, baby. But make sure that man you dealing with ain't no bum. Why is that so hard for an independent woman to say? Why is this so hard for her to say? It doesn't, in a man's eyes, it doesn't make you better because I don't need a man's money. We don't care about that shit. We want to take care of you. So you don't get no coup points off of this shit. So why even do it? Furthermore, a lot of broke women don't even date men because of money. A lot of broke women date bums, and that's why they're broke women. So stop with the bullshit. Man, look, man, it's great that there are independent women out here. Even though nobody's technically independent, you're not going to kill no damn cow. You didn't build those buildings that you run your business out of or whatever, right? And you, even if you got a business, you need customers. You depend on your customers. You work for your customers. Ain't nobody walking around this motherfucker, I don't need nobody at all. Nah, that's not true. That's not realistic. We all need somebody. So stop the bullshit. Stop acting like men are important and women aren't important. We both important. But if you can't find a good one, then I guess you just gotta be a soldier and be by yourself, right? I don't want a woman's money, but does that mean I should date a woman who ain't got money and can't provide and just take my money? That don't even make sense, do it? A woman's money don't excite me, right? But guess what? A woman on her shit and don't need me, and she got her own money, that's exciting to me. I don't know about these independent women, but when I see a woman on her grown ass shit, that's exciting to me. It's amazing how us men, how they want us to be, it's amazing how they want us to be excited about them being independent women, but when it comes to you being an independent man, oh, you're nothing. I don't need your money, you independent man. You're nobody. I'm the only one that matters. The independent woman. That's crazy. What's the difference between an independent woman and an independent man? Not a damn thing. So if you deserve your praise and all this crazy shit, then why the fuck don't you praise independent man? But according to them, it don't matter if you're an independent man. That don't excite them. Because part of being an independent man is having your own money. Just like part of being an independent woman is having your own money. But for some reason, it's not exciting when it's a man to an independent woman. Stop it, man. Stop it. All the independent women, man, do not depend on men. Keep doing what you're doing. But don't be dumb and then get with a man that is a bum. It don't make sense. You're about to ruin all that hard work that you claim you work for and shit. You're going to throw it away. Look how many women out here are independent and look who they be dating half the time. It be bums a lot of times, dog. It don't be a man on her level. A lot of them scared of men on their level. Or they just think it's not important. Because they're so high on their horse, it don't matter about a man's money. Yes, it does. It does matter. I don't care how much money a woman got. It matters if a man has money or not. You might not want his money or want him for his money, but you got to be out of your fucking mind to not be like, what does he do? Is he doing something for a living, or he just sit on the couch and play PlayStation all day? These independent women want you to believe that it don't matter if he sit on. They want you to believe they would choose a man sitting on the couch playing a fucking PlayStation over a man who owns yachts. Stop it. Like, say she like them both the same, because you know they throw that personality and all that bullshit. Okay, I believe that. I do believe that women like men for certain reasons, and just because you got money don't mean they'll like you, right? Because I've seen women not choose men well off over bums, so I'm not debating that. But let's just say there was two men and she liked them both the same, and this motherfucker got yachts and shit, and this motherfucker sit at home and play PlayStation. These independent women want you to believe that they're okay. They'll pick the guy playing PlayStation. Stop. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. Y'all crack me up sometimes, man. Y'all really do. But y'all give me the fuel that I need to make these videos. Because I feel like a lot of shit out here be twisted the wrong way. You know, I'm a Capricorn, so we tap into all angles of shit. We don't just the base and then that's it. Nah, we tap into shit. But that's all I gotta say about that shit, man. Man, don't let these women make y'all feel like y'all not important. If they feel like a man's so unimportant and shit, then, and matter of fact, man, don't even deal with a woman who says that money's not important. I'm gonna tell you why. What if you have a kid by this woman and y'all don't work out? Oh, money don't excite me, so, you know, I'm gonna have your daughter around the bum or your son around the bum. Nah, if me and that girl don't work out, right? I don't want my baby mom with a fucking bum. I want her to pick a solid dude so they can help take care of my kids. They're gonna be around my kids, right? Think about this shit. Think about what I just said. Run from women who, I don't care if a man got money or not. Run from them. Now, on the flip side, you don't want to deal with a woman who only cares about a man's money. But think about what I just said. What if me and the baby mom or whatever, we have a kid, we break up, but she don't care about a man's money that she dating and shit? Nah, that don't look right with me. What if I got all this money and then now this motherfucker's a bum? Why don't you try to get this out of your baby daddy? Take him to court for this and take him to court for that. See, this is what happens when that it don't matter about money shit pop up. Nah, bro, don't do it, man. Don't do it. And don't get mad because, don't call women gold diggers. That's why a lot of women do this shit. Because a lot of men, they're gold diggers. They should want a man that's stable. I'm not saying they should only want him because he's stable, but they should want a stable man, especially if they're a stable woman. No way around it. Any woman with a brain would think, man, I got shit to offer. And, you know, I'm not picking no bum. So how can that not excite? What I don't understand is how does it seem so exciting when it's you, the independent woman, making all these moves and I got all my money, I pay my own bills. But when a man do it, it means nothing. When a man do it, it's nothing. But when you do it, it's everything. You're the Queen of England when you pay your own bills. But when I do it, it means nothing. It doesn't excite you. Stop the cap. It excites you because it excites you when you do it. That's why it excites me when I see a woman make a move. Why? Because when I do it, it excites me. I do it because I get excited by making moves and shit. So when I see a woman do it, I get excited by it. And I ain't gonna be like, man, that don't mean shit. That don't excite me. I'm an independent man. I don't give a fuck if you pay your own bills, girl. What does that even look like? It's foolery, man. But a lot of people need to wake the fuck up and realize what they really be saying sometimes. I get it. The woman don't want a man. I get it. A lot of women will not just date a man just because he got money. That's a great thing. But to say that you don't care if a man is not making moves in life, I will never understand it. Because if we have a kid, we don't work out. I don't want you dating no bum. I'm sorry. I really don't want you dating no bum. That bum might convince you to cross me, rob me, whatever. Who knows? That bum might be stealing out of my kid's mouth because he's living off of you. You know what I mean? Think about this. If you're a woman and you break up what you're doing, you are okay with your baby dad dating a bum female, living off of him and taking food out of taking food and money and shit from the dude that could be going to your kid. How many of y'all independent women okay with that? I don't think none of y'all. So stop the cap. Bottom line, unfortunately, money matters. We shouldn't have to pay to eat, drink, and all that other shit, but we do. I don't make the fucking rules. They just are what they are, right? So y'all have a blessed day. And if you are an independent woman, even though nobody's technically independent, if you are a woman that don't depend on a man and you depend on yourself first, that's a great thing. You are an adult. You deserve the highest praise in the world. But guess what? Why don't you look at it the same way when it's a male? Why don't you look at that man like, you know, I like the fact that he's on this shit. Most men ain't. I just don't believe it. I believe it's a cap-ass lie. Because most men ain't on their shit. So for a woman to say that even though most men ain't on their shit, I see these guys on their shit, I'm not impressed by that. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying that shit. Why wouldn't a woman be impressed when a man's on his shit when most men ain't? Because it impressed me when I see a woman on her shit. Why? Because most women ain't on their shit. See, I'm not in competition with the woman. The independent woman needs to realize that the man is not her competition. He's not your competition, man. So all this trying to fight against men's shit, stop. You could be costing yourself something great, man. And what's better than 2 billionaires or 1 billionaire? 2. In other words, what's better? Okay, you're independent, you got all this money. Well, guess what's better than that? Guess what's a better life than that? If you get a dude that's on the same shit you on. Now y'all instead of this house, you can have that house. It don't make sense, and it's not about you. What about the kids that y'all got? Step kids, whatever. I just don't understand it. I don't give a fuck if you're independent or not. I don't understand how you can't think about your offspring or your kids. I don't understand how that doesn't matter. Like it doesn't impress you that this guy ain't on his shit, that he can do these things for you and all this other shit, whatever. Y'all get the point. I'm not explaining this shit no more. It matters. I don't give a fuck what no independent woman says. A man on his shit matters. And they know it matters. Because you will hear them say there's not many good men. So you're not going to convince me. Because part of being a good man is being on your shit. That's just one part of it. Having money and shit like that is just one part of being a man. It's not the whole thing. The man makes the money don't make the man. Right? So being on your shit is one thing, but what a lot of independent women don't realize is a man or a woman, or in their case, a man, can make you or break you, and they're either taking from your life or giving to your life. So you got to take this shit serious. This shit matters. It's not like some one woman or man can fuck up your whole entire life. Period. But I'm done talking about this shit, man. Take it how y'all want to take it. All I know is, to me, I think that it's important that a woman recognizes that a man is doing great things. I think that's a problem that a lot of independent women have, is either appreciate or telling the man, I see that you're on your shit, I appreciate that. See, they're saying that it doesn't move them, or they're not flattered by it. Why wouldn't you be flattered by a man that's on his shit? That don't make sense. Sounds like competition to me. It sounds like competition to me. I want all the power. I want to be the boss and wear the pants. That's what it sounds like to me. That's why I don't care about what you got going on, man, because I'm a grown-ass woman, and really, I want all the power anyway, so I don't give a fuck what you got going on. They really bribing themselves, is what they really doing. Beyonce Knowles don't need no fuck. Man, look, man. Beyonce Knowles got, what, $1 billion? I don't hear her going around saying that. She do say be independent, but when it comes, she also says the other shit, too. Just like Vivica Fox said, one of her biggest mistakes, and I'm done with this shit. Vivica Fox said one of her biggest, remember, she's independent, so let's get that out of the way. Vivica Fox is an independent woman. She said one of her biggest mistakes was the 50 Cent situation. She said he was the best man that she's ever had, but she didn't know how to let him be a man. And that's the problem with a lot of independent women. You don't know how to let the man be the man. So what? You got money. Okay, Beyonce got money. She still let Jay-Z be the man. I don't understand the shit. I really don't. Who are you in competition with? If you want to be in competition with other females. Do not be in competition with the man you're supposed to be trying to be with. Or men. I don't understand this shit. We are not in competition with y'all females, man. Stop it.